Alright, I'm gonna do a quick recap because it's been a little while. So last session, um, you guys left Orbis and you took flight uh, to Ariant through one of the genies that travels between Orbis and Ariant. As you entered into Ariant, there was two guards at the gates telling that they needed a fee of 5 silver per person to enter the city as part of their tax program. The party paid the fee and was able to enter into the city, where they explored a little bit into the shopping district. They tried to convene with some of the locals, but they were not they didn't want to communicate with outsiders, essentially. As you were walking by, you saw some kids running from other guards. Then one of the kids scattered. One hid behind a potato sack. Two others took down different roads. The guards asked the party if they saw which way the kids went. They put the party up or pointed them into the wrong direction for basically a moral choice of whether to give up the kids or to hide them. As the party called out one of the kids that was hiding, they were thankful and gave each of the party members a hug, thanking them. Unbeknownst to the party, the kid was pickpocketing them. The kid pickpocketed a dagger off Roz, the red vial of sand from Kurt, and a shovel off of Kendall's character, Valia. Why the heck is your... Okay. Party was able to get clothes that were more fitted for the hot weather of Ariant to keep them cool, and then they headed towards the local tavern. At the tavern, they were met with the local owners of the tavern called Dark. Read it. Can I read it? Oh, let me deselect off a character. Awesome. Salty Thieves is the tavern's name. There they met. They met. I always forget how to pronounce his name. I think his name is Cirrus, and his brother Scyllin, who gave them more information about the town, about how travelers outside weren't usually welcome unless they bathed in the oasis. And amidst this talking, Roz and Shishui saw the children playing outside after noticing that their materials were gone. They went on a little stealth mission to try and reclaim the materials. They were able to reclaim the vial of sand, but the kid wielded the dagger against Roz, and Roz was like, whatever, and let the kid keep it before heading back into the tavern. At the tavern, they were welcomed. They were walked over to by a mystic, a wandering mystic that was able to show them a good spot in the oasis where you could bathe and see the whole thing, as well as some of the town. The whole part that he then either drank from the oasis or bathed in it. Valia decided to bathe. Kurt and Roz decided to drink from it, and Ramby decided to just kind of touch the water and be like, okay, that's enough for me. Not wanting to get rid of his natural druid dirt from him. As the party noticed and spoke more with the mystic, she was able to point out that the eldest of the town noticed them bathing and suggested that they would be fine to talk with the townsfolk. She also requested to see what the red sand was, and as she did, went to grab it a little bit too hard, smashed it against Kurt's hand, making him bleed a little bit. It's a glass stuck into him that he pulled out. Nothing too terrible, but they offered to put the sand into a different vial that she had, despite some of it going and mixing in with Kurt. Party was proceeded back to the tavern, which they went to their rooms. Kurt able to talk with his new sword, which was he named Engetsu, and learned that the sword had a mysterious owner in the past, and that the way to unlock the sword was to be filling it with the specific erasers that were designated in its shaft holes, each having a different shape to it. Kurt already having the mushroom one. At this point, after that, the rest of the party joined in, and the party realized there were only 3 beds in this location. Kurt taking one, Ramby taking another, Valia spreading her wings with Kiriko, and leaving Roz to take the fur bear skin off the bed and make a makeshift bed on the ground.
Kiriko getting frisky, got it.
At this point, I won't let me deselect. Okay, I don't like that. It's doing that. At this point, Roz, I'll have you make a. You'll have to double click on your character sheet now to do it, or to open your character sheet and do it, because the toolbar not being there anymore.
Sounds good. I just wanted to say that I am stuck on a scene outside the inn. I believe.
Also,
Thank
I fully
you.
loaded into the game now.
Okay.
Huzzah! Miracles.
Huzzah! Let's go.
Welcome back. Also, dumb question real quick. Off to the side of the chat, I see a bunch of dots from Justin.
I was just
I wasn't sure if that was loaded or
it's for the chat on screen.
Oh, okay.
That's focusing.
Like on the stream. So Roz, go ahead and make a constitution check.
Oh baby. How do I do that on my character sheet?
So double click on your character,
Yes.
and there should be constitution.
Oh, there we go. Is it the little cog? Oh, there we go. Okay. I think I did it. No. Efficient. I am proficient. Oh, there you go. Saving throw, right? Or check.
Yeah.
Okay. Normal. Oh, thank God. 18.
All right. As the so let's change it to like.
Oh, it's on private jam. That's
It's fine. Make it public. All right. So as you wake up, you start hearing sounds from Ariant. Children playing, street carts being moved around. You wake up and you feel as if you've been completely well rested, best sleep of your life.
Let's go.
You notice that the others are still kind of asleep. Kurt, make a let's see. Won't be good when you're asleep. I guess just a constitution also.
Saving throw?
Yeah.
That would be an 8.
As in the morning sun comes up, you're tossing and turning. The bed is completely Roz will notice that the bed is completely undone. You've looked like as if you've been having nightmares. And you're kind of like shaking in your sleep. You look like you have a cold sweat to you.
Guess I'll see Shisui waking up and hey, you good there, Shisui?
I don't know. It just ever since yesterday, just something's felt off. Couldn't tell you what.
Well, you certainly look it. Well, at least it's a new day. How are Rambi and Valia looking?
You can see her just have like her wing over her eye.
Okay. She's chilling.
Sorry. Did not mean that.
Kiriko is buried under the covers. One of his little feet just poking out the side.
I'm guessing Ryambi's just chilling too.
I mean, what are you doing? You sleep? You
Do I have to do a constitution roll to wake up?
No. Nope.
Alright, now that I'm up. Good morning.
Morning.
You look like you slept well.
Heck yeah. I had a nightmare of this terrifying little demon girl. Kind of looked like one of the girls, or the girl that we took our grid gem dust from back. Pretty sure.
Shisui looks like he's a little hungover.
Yeah. Dang, I thought I was the one who had a nightmare, dude. Because if I remember correctly, just from last game, one of the thieves, the little girl, got a nat 20 intimidation check on me.
Oof.
yeah, as you were
I
walking
have
away.
a nightmare about her.
I don't like that the 5 feet indicators aren't going away.
I think this is a window out here. I guess I just like to look outside. What's to look like outside the window?
If anything, I'll go to the other one and pull the curtains open. Let some light in.
Yeah, dude, it's morning time. Wake up. I'm just not the guy who would yell at someone to wake up. I just open the blinds instead, you know?
As you open and look through the window, Roz, you see the children playing in the yard. They're a ball again.
Those little shits.
Your dagger you can see in the belt of the child that intimidated you.
Nah, whatever.
Those go away. That's so weird.
My character pounces on the bed like a little child, basically, yelling at Valia to wake up, wake up.
Should I?
What are you doing?
Proceeds to jump and pounce onto. Oh, I covered his mark. Kiriko as well.
You could be a little more gentle.
You go like, as you pounce on him, he'll roll out of bed and hit the ground. Huh?
Kiriko, wake up or I'll throw another boomerang at you.
I'm awake.
My character moves extremely fast.
Alright, guess everyone's up, huh? What's on the itinerary, y'all?
Plume. Where are the doors at?
I think one's like right here.
Ah. It was
Well,
covered up.
first things first, we need to get some food.
True.
I second this motion.
And then we have some intel gathering.
More intel gathering. Alright, well, let's get going then. Got a lot to do. Start heading out.
It says doors locked.
You can just.
Oh,
Come on, Kiriko.
ugh, how do I move this?
Uncharted territories.
Are you using your arrow keys to move, Kurt?
Yep.
Okay, just.
Oh my god, you can do that?
I know I could drag, but you were concerned about.
Yeah, there's
the
like the
numbers
one.
being there.
The one you moved, it never went away. That's weird.
Yo. Ho, ho, ho.
That's what I'm saying. After.
Yo.
What is this?
Yo, I'm having fun. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell. I'm having fun with this.
I feel like I'm playing.
I'm playing
That's
actual
Maplestory.
Maple. uh. I guess we're sitting here for today.
You come downstairs, you'll notice the bar is quite filled with people. Your mysterious mystic has not the mystic is not able to be seen anywhere in the building, but this guy will come over and go, "Oh, my friends, you were awake. Yes, very good. Breakfast?"
Sure. Breakfast for 5. Where's Kiriko? Oh, breakfast for 5. Our 5th will come down eventually.
I'll take a cream puff.
What is this cream puff you speak of?
It's a puff full of cream.
He'll kind of look at you with a confused look, unsure of what you're talking about. We got eggs.
Cream cheese and a biscuit. Please.
Come on, you gotta have cream cheese and a biscuit.
I'll take whatever big meal that you've got.
They got bags of dog food.
I guess I bring the eggs. Okay, hold on. Oh, fucking off.
I casually look over at Valia. I'm sorry.
They're not my eggs, it's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Ross had this like puzzling look on his face, like, why are you apologizing? And it just dawns on him.
It's natural for my kind to eat eggs of other creatures, just not our own.
Oh shit.
Uh-huh. You learn something new every day.
Yeah. Nature's goddamn scary, that's what I've learned.
As you guys are waiting, feel free to discuss a plan for the day.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab a water real quick.
Alright. I don't know about y'all, but I would like to check I don't know if everyone remembers where the mystic broke that our vial.
That was over when we in the Oasis area.
Yeah, so maybe there's still remnants of it there because I actually have a trick that I totally forgot about. And I might be able to repair what's left of it.
Well, we got some in a new vial. Like it basically broke in.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, it basically broke in her
Yeah.
hand, and like we were trying to collect them, and then she offered to put them in a new vial.
Oh,
So we
Okay,
said
never
we
mind
were
then.
twe trying to gather intel.
I thought we just completely lost it, like when she broke
yeah.
it.
So, long story short, in terms of what we got last session, we had gotten some new clothes to survive the heat, and then we had learned like no one's going to be talking to us because of the whole Oasis situation. One of the first people I talked to was like one of the blacksmiths or the basically asking about it, and he wouldn't talk to me. That was the old man that he was describing in the what's it called, the
Muhammad. Yeah.
no, I mean the
Oh.
retelling of last session.
Oh, yeah.
No, I was gonna say
Oh.
because I could always shapeshift into an animal and just casually listen into conversations to gather intel, see if there's
Oh.
anything that's going on, talk around the town.
Yeah, so they might be more friendly to us now that we did the whole Oasis thing. So
Yeah.
if anything, we could try talking to him again. See what we can learn. We had talked to the bar owners here. They had gave us some information with regards to where the dust may have came from. It was, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was like outside the city here, and it was towards like the, I want to say the ruins. Couldn't remember what direction they were from here.
I'm not gonna lie, I take really shitty notes, so.
Oh, that was just off memory.
Okay, oh shit. Yeah, I'm like looking at my notes, I'm like, wow, I didn't take notes or anything, dude. My notes are literally factions and people we've met. That's it. So,
Oh, good. I did take notes of people's names. Okay.
I have notes about the queen, but I forgot to take notes about where the sand was located.
yeah, I did not write that down.
It was pure sand starling or something like that. That's how they described it.
Okay. Thank God Kurt has a good memory.
No, that one was in my notes.
Oh, well, shit. Thank God he takes good notes too.
Wait a minute, starling.
Alright, my friends, eggs, everyone, and bread, toast. And I'll set it down, all on the table.
Thank you very much.
It's scrambled. Hope you guys like that. That's how I like it. So that's how we make it.
Like, I casually just poke the eggs cautiously.
Do you have any salt and pepper by chance? If not, that's fine.
I go check.
I got tons of it all over my beard. White hairs be coming in very, very casually now
Oh,
that I'm
no.
30 plus.
Valia, I just came to notice the sand that we're carrying is pure sand starling. Isn't your last name Starling?
Yes.
Do you have any recollection about any significance towards your last name and this potential sand?
I don't think so. I know the Starling family, where I am from, we're just a bunch of just Kenkus. We travel, we settle down. No real connection to any sands. This is probably just a different name used for it.
Possibly.
I'm telling you, if my name was connected to some rare sands, I probably wouldn't need to pay all these expensive research fees and travel fees. I could just go wherever I wanted.
What I do to be rich.
Alright, my friend, I found some, and he'll put on some salt and pepper on the table. It's not much, but yeah, hope you enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
What is planned for today? You guys explore the city more, outskirts, maybe travel to Magesha? I'd forget how long you guys staying.
We might explore town a little more today, but afterward, I'm not sure if we'll be. Well, it depends on what we find. And Justin, as GM speaking, in terms of what we had learned we had learned that like it was pure sand starling, and did we know where it came from when talking with the bar owners? I'm trying to remember.
Further north.
And I think the invention is like the ruins or something like that, right?
Yeah, mysterious ruins, but they're nowhere to be found. We could due to sandstorms.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, what Shishi said. Probably just explore a little bit more and see what we can find.
Alright, well, if I may suggest, make sure you keep your hoods on, and he'll like gesture for like face masks. It's kind of windy today.
Aside from just one last question. Aside from taking shelter whenever possible, is when it comes to sandstorms, do you have any recommendation on like, or is just like keep your hood down, just try and make your way through it? If you
keep
were
hood
stuck
down, try to cover your face and eyes as much as possible, and yeah, find shelter when you can.
All right,
I
noted.
wouldn't recommend if the wind starts picking up real bad, just try and get somewhere. Or even if you have something to cover yourself with, like you don't want to get injured.
Mm-hmm.
He'll flip around and go running off as if another guest is gesturing for him.
What a helpful bartender. Or tavern keeper. Or tavern owner.
He didn't bring cream puffs. I don't like
You can't expect there to be cream puffs everywhere.
I think this is just the cultural difference at this point, Ryomi. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna eat up because I'm hungry.
Yeah, Ross is just casually just nibbling on some bread.
Maybe we can learn some more about the queen as well. It seems that she came in here mysteriously and has been making a lot of new changes around.
Sorry about who? The mystic?
Ah, the queen.
Oh, the queen. Sorry, yeah. Maybe.
Oh, go ahead.
Nope. That's
I mean, we could, but it doesn't seem to really coincide with, at least at the moment, doesn't seem to coincide with what we're looking for.
Mhm.
Still, at the very least, if we're looking to gather information, wouldn't be checking every possible source be worthwhile?
And I cannot argue with that. So as far as information gathering goes, what's it looking like? Do we want to split up? Do we want to just all go as a group?
Do you guys know where you would want to start looking for information? Because I know where I'm gonna go.
Where would you be going,
I'd be going to where I last found Muhammad.
Muhammad? Okay, that's one. Well, if we wanted to, I guess also try to see if anything about the Queen can help about what we're looking for. I mean, who would we even talk to first about that?
Probably just ask around the locals and see if anyone knows anything. Any rumors is spreading.
Alright. I mean, yeah, I guess we could ask around.
So if we were to split up, at least have someone. You probably should go in like pairs or something like
Yeah,
that.
we don't have to. I'm just really just asking, like, what's it looking like? But yeah, I do agree. If we were to split up, I'd say pairs would be ideal.
But also, whenever trying to gather information or talking to someone, usually gang up on someone is a group like 2+. They're less likely to talk. I can throw a little bit more emphasis on, I can always shapeshift into like a cat or something, some sort of animal, and just kind of pedal backwards. So if you talk one-on-one, it's a little bit better. And then if something happens, I can always shapeshift out.
Okay. Well,
Let's see, where's my thing here?
yes.
All right. I guess I'm finished my food. I don't know about you guys. I'm gonna make my way over to the to the tavern owner.
I think splitting up into pairs is a good idea. We can either go to different sections of the city, or we can go to like one section and then just eat.
Leap through. Yeah. Trying to figure out what I would be doing.
Sorry, me.
Hmm.
Just the. I don't know why it's not disappearing.
Excuse me, good sir.
Oh yes, my friend. How can I help you?
The meal was delicious. So I gotta ask, how much do we owe you?
Oh, the breakfast is complimentary.
You don't say.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to keep this place in mind for recommendations if anyone's coming.
Thank
to
you.
Ariant.
Thank you, sir. It's a local specialty. You know, keep the guests happy, but any of the bar activities at night, you know, that's what we make money on, and the rooms, of course.
Speaking of which, I noticed that woman that was with that mystic isn't here. Have you?
Yeah,
you haven't seen her by chance, have you?
No, she left middle of the night when you guys went to her room. I don't know, she wandered off, wandering mystic. Get it?
I guess. All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, no problem, sir.
All right, and then I'm gonna make my way back to the rest of the party. Just a heads up, guys. The food was complimentary.
Ooh, now that is rare these days.
Are you guys ready to go?
Sure.
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right, let's walk and talk. So, where do you guys want to go? Or did you want to group up? Did you want to split up?
I do think what Bramby says does have merit, so I don't think us going as a group of 4. Maybe we can like split off from Muhammad. I don't think us for going to Muhammad would look that.
All right. Well, where do you guys want to meet up then?
And after that, we could split off if we wanted to.
Sure. We'll figure that out on the way out. Oh, door's right here.
And if anything, we could maybe meet up. I mean, outside the inn, or if there's any other place you would want to meet up, then you can figure that out too.
So have you decided who's going where then?
Well, Apto, before we go anywhere, maybe you show me what you were thinking of earlier. Let's just head back over to the Oasis area that we were.
Okay. Well, I was saying that because I thought we had lost that vial completely, but I mean, I guess, can I make a perception check to see if there's like, now, this is probably like a super long shot, if there's any like remnants of the vial that the Mystic had destroyed?
Sure.
That we first had. How does one perception and boom. Nope. Nope. Must have been the wind.
From the wind kind of blowing all night, the sand kind of covers it, but you can see small hints of glass peeking through.
Okay. Alright, I can maybe just try it. Single breaker. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. Yeah, no. Okay, never mind. It's looking like a doomed cause. There's not enough of it left. My plan was to use mending. Yeah, my plan was to use mending to try and like repair that vial. But based on like to repair the vial and maybe get some of the sand back.
Yeah, I don't think it would bring the sand back.
Yeah,
I don't think it would. The vial.
Yeah, just repair the vial. But even that, I mean, just instead, there's like only a little bit of glass like in the sand, so
it wasn't all lost. So like we should have enough.
All right, cool. All right, so let's I guess let's head to Muhammad first, right? Yeah.
And just put a general reminder: watch your pockets.
True.
Oh god, what happened?
What do you mean what happened? We all got stuff stolen from
He
us.
wasn't there for it.
Oh.
Yeah, we.
Wait. I think he was there for... Okay, I don't know. I thought he was there for that first session when we first got here.
What in the world?
Just try to use your arrow keys to move your characters, because I don't know why. I'll have to troubleshoot why it's not leaving his off.
All details aside, we basically, all of us got pickpocketed by a thief by a young thief that we chose to morally save from the town guard.
Justin, were you bringing us to that other map, or?
Yeah, I'm just putting your tokens in order.
Okay.
Oh, okay. There we go. I make my way over. And is he currently doing anything right now?
He's hammering away at some gems.
And trying not to alarm him. I guess I would have walked up and essentially in a way that's like footsteps noticed or anything like that, so it's not to alarm him or any way. And then I'll just say, excuse me, Muhammad, is it?
Turn around, look you up, and go. I remember you from yesterday.
Yes, I apologize. I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot.
Don't worry about it. What can I do for you now? I saw you, in Oasis yesterday.
Yes, we didn't. I guess we didn't realize about the customs in Ariant.
Yeah.
But that aside, this is actually about the thing I was bringing up yesterday. So, and I pull out the vial of this. Hold on, let me get my notes out here again. Of the pure sand starling, and I'll just explain. So, from what we had heard at the Salty Thieves, we understand that this is called pure sand starling, and I hand it over to him.
Where'd you get this from? As I look at it.
It's weird. It came to us off this continent. It was far out to the. Oh, sorry, let me think. What's the geography of this? The northwest, over by Victoria Island.
Interesting, because I worked on a gem similar dust about a month ago.
Oh yeah? Do you remember your client?
Wouldn't be able to tell you. He was in a green hood and big, bulky guy. He was kind of guarding some lady, but she was in a hooded gown also. Kind of mysterious.
Okay, that's starting to check out. Do you have any idea? Did you supply the pure sand yourself, or did they bring it to you?
They brought it to me. They wanted it forged into some kind of red, very pointy on both sides gem.
Okay.
I made it into the gem, but they paid me and they left.
Did you happen to get any? Hold on, let me phrase. Very mysterious, huh? Do you happen to know where you could find this? Because from what we understood, it was in some ruins out to the north.
Aswan ruins, you won't be able to find those. Sam buried them a long time ago.
Makes you wonder how they got this in the first place. Then
the sands over there shift and turn. I mean, you could probably, by luck, just happen upon the red sand, but depends on the day, depends on the wind. As you'll kind of point around, you'll see all the kind of tarps kind of wagging in the wind currently. If I can simulate some wind.
It might sound like an odd question considering we're not exactly from the desert or anything, but are there any notable landmarkers that would potentially help guide us, or is it just we're just out there searching blindly, essentially?
Kind of blind. I mean, as you get more towards Megasha, the sand turns a little bit orange. There's some pyramids.
Okay.
Not much to go off of, really. I mean, it is the desert.
They're not towards the pyramids, are they? Or are they
probably past the pyramids if I had to take a guess.
Okay. Hey, perfect. I think let's see. No, that's just pretty much all I want to know. I gesture to the others. It's just like, did you guys have any questions?
Nope.
No. Just wanted to, give you guys some space. Sounds like we got all the information we kind of are looking for so far. Oh,
Mr. Muhammad.
Yes,
You're a very influential person in the city.
I guess you could say that.
Do you know much about the new royalty in town?
Ah, that bitch. Yeah, she came in and apparently rumors about her trying to use our tax money to where is it? She wants to essentially get rid of the Oasis and keep it all for herself because she thinks it's some elixir of youth. Or making it into elixir of youth. I don't know, it's all rumors, but I have noticed that the Oasis has dried up a little in certain spots.
That seems odd.
Are there any stories or legends about the Oasis being a fountain of youth?
Not really, it's just a body of water. Water comes from underneath the ground, under the sand. Supposedly there's a hot springs underneath that it pushes up through into the area. Ain't no legend about a fountain of youth that I've ever heard of. At least not over here in Ariant. There's legends of one existing, but that's all they are, legends.
Do you have much knowledge on the history of this town? Or are there any booksellers or archaeologists or historians that know about the history of the Oasis?
The only archaeologist really is that weird guy out in the main town. You probably saw him when you were coming in. I think his name's Byron. He's just been exploring all over the place ever since he got here. I don't know what he's looking for though.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Yes, thank you.
Give you a little head nod.
Let's see, going out here. All right. What do you guys think?
certainly got a lot from them.
I'm
Rose?
curious about the history of the Oasis.
About that, I was thinking, remember when we entered town, there's that guy, just always looking at his map? Tried to get his attention?
Mm-hmm.
He might be, I probably should have asked if that was Byron, but he might be the guy, someone you might want to speak to, Valia, if you're looking for an archaeologist.
Yeah, that's what Muhammad was saying.
Okay. I didn't catch the dude's name, so...
It'd be great if we can share research notes.
Yeah. Seemed very, very focused.
As a scholar usually is. But if you bring up a interesting topic, oh, they'll talk your ear off.
All right. Well, shall we head over?
Yeah.
See if he's still
Yeah.
there.
I can head over with someone if they want to pair up with me. If anyone else wants to keep around here and ask more questions throughout the market. Or we could all go as a group.
It's up to you guys. Don't really matter too much to me. I'm up with either or.
Yeah. Either or sounds fine.
So
Well, let's just go as a group. It doesn't hurt. I don't think we've got any other objectives at this point.
Yeah.
How's my hand looking?
did you say ham?
Hand?
This food
Yeah.
sounds amazing right now.
Ham or hand?
Hand.
Make a
heard ham.
perception check.
Yeah.
Uh,
I heard ham too. Kinda hungry. Oh!
Woo!
Natty 20.
From what you can tell, all of a sudden, on inspecting your hand, you notice that it has become swollen. But there is also a marking on your hand.
what kind of marking are we talking about?
Let's see. It's like the marking, from what you can tell, it looks like an animal face, but with long horns.
Animal face, huh? I look over to Ramby. Let me just bring up one. How did I not notice this before? Maybe this is why I was having such a bad sleep last night. Ramby, do you recognize? And I'll point to. Does any of you guys recognize this animal?
Hey, yo, your hand.
I
And
have a
sure.
feeling it's something to do with the mystic.
Sounds like a bull.
Is that the hand that the mystic touched?
Yeah, it's the one where that like when the vial shattered.
When the vial shattered. And you said it was. Oh my god. It was some. I literally just escaped my mind out one ear, out the other. Something like a longhorn?
Sorry, can you repeat it, Justin?
Yeah, sorry, I just went out one ear. So bad.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Wonder what that could be.
Alright, well, we have another objective. Maybe that Byron guy might know what's up with your hand, you know?
Your hand is also swollen and sensitive to the touch.
Hmm.
Oh, he just.
This might be a problem. Well,
Can I?
how about this? Let's see.
Because of like, I guess since I kind of like have a curse on me, can I like try and make like a check to see if it's somewhat similar? The nature like of like my gloves or something? Just to, I guess, confirm if it's like super like bad.
Like, what are you trying to do? You're trying to detect magic, or?
Yeah, like, can I... Do I have that?
I think you do.
No, No, I don't. I don't have that for my thing. Just kind of get the nature of what's happening to his hand, I guess. If it's magical or not.
Roll a.
Look magical.
Yeah, it does look magical, but like, is it a curse? You know, is this something that
Make an
we should
Arcana
probably,
check.
like, yeah, is this something that we should probably like prioritize over, you know?
Make an Arcana check.
14.
As you as Kurt's holding out his hand, and you touch it, like he pulls back because of it's being sensitive, and you can feel as if the marking is somewhat raised off his skin.
Oh. Yeah, I think we might want to prioritize this. Obviously.
Yeah, no, for sure. Couldn't tell you what exactly would be the best course of action here.
Yeah. Definitely, well, pretty obvious. It's pretty malicious, so.
I was
Can I
wondering
make,
why there's two
like
people.
a history or a nature check to see if I know what the animal is?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You recognize it just by looking at it. Simply, it looks like a dog to you.
A weird dog tattoo.
Uh. All
Okay, well,
right.
first, well, anyway, who knows? Maybe this guy might even know what this is. Let's go
Yeah.
meet up with the rest of the group.
You guys can just assume that Kiriko's falling behind you. Want to keep moving his token.
Got it.
Ah, hello?
He'll quickly gaze up and down from his map. Oh, hi. Yes.
Are you Byron?
Yeah. Yes, I am. And so kind of stare a little bit more at you.
Woo, good. I've been looking for you. I heard you're an archaeologist.
Somewhat, I suppose.
Well, I'll have you know that I too am a scholar, and I was very interested in the history of the Oasis. I was wondering if you had any notes or research on it.
Why are you moving my marker? What?
Just try to use your arrow keys because it's leaving behind the trail and it's not disappearing the trail.
Oh, it's not like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, am I doing something wrong? I'll just wait till you guys are done talking, though.
Yeah. If you look at the screen in the stream, you'll see that the markers are still there, but they're not disappearing.
Yeah, they're not disappearing.
I think I know what it is, but I don't want to reset the entire thing.
It shows them for you, but it don't show them for me.
That's weird. Yeah, I think I know what it is, but it's I would have to reset the entire thing, and I don't want to do that. What was your question again, Valia?
I was asking, I heard you're an archaeologist, and I too am a scholar, and I wanted to know if you had any notes or research on the history of the Oasis.
Not the Oasis, no. What are you looking for in particular, though? I have some notes.
I'm so curious about everything. I was curious about the city, but also the water and the source and the history of it. If there's
Oh.
any legends or folklore surrounding it.
Just the only thing I know is that it's an underground hot spring that comes up. Obviously, the water's cooled by the sun, or well, not the sun, but the wind.
And then, what
If
research are you doing here in town?
More so just kind of studying the people, trying to. Let me see. Let me pull up what his thing is. More so learning about the culture, and then I was kind of looking for a long lost pyramid.
Oh, now that sounds exciting.
Are you by chance referring to the Aswan ruins?
No, those are just myths from what I've heard. Those have been long since lost.
Well, what do you know about these pyramids? Or is that what you're looking to explore next?
No, just it's more of a. I'm trying to pull up the quote. What it is. That it like doesn't show me properly. It's more to just kind of like study what's inside the pyramid, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds so
It's the
exciting.
apparently I believe the pharaoh was Net. Have you heard of that before? I'll ask.
Please say that again.
Nets was the pharaoh, Nett.
Nuts. I don't know if I've heard that yet.
I don't think I have either.
And then as for the people here, I've been studying them around. There's a couple different organizations I've discovered, as well as the queen and her kind of like gesture on her militia.
Oh, what have you learned about the queen? I hear she's really mysterious. A lot of people don't know much about her.
Well, I haven't really done much to get to know her, but like, I'm not really interested in her. Like I said, the main focus is trying to figure out where that pyramid is.
Well, we're potentially looking to explore that that particular area, or at least it's on our way. I don't know if you're looking for any escorts or anything like that to help you get there safely.
Possibly. I'll have to. Maybe when I finish my research here, I can meet you guys back at the tavern. But for now, I kind of still trying to tie up a few loose ends.
Of course.
Oh, and I'd love to read your research if I have a chance.
Maybe when we're traveling together, if possible.
Ah, that'd be wonderful. I could share some of my notes with you too. I've been to many different places.
Any deserts? I'm more like an archaeologist and looking for notes on past cultures.
Maybe one a long time ago. I've been through so many different regions and biomes. I might have some notes on an old desert from years and years ago.
Do you happen to have any notes on any creatures specifically in the desert? Any that have horns of any kind?
I mean, all the cactuses have thorns.
Sorry, not thorns, horns.
Horns, kind of look at you like, in what way?
Are you familiar with like what a bull looks like? Like those kind of horns, or
I don't
antlers on a deer or anything like that?
I don't believe any creatures or monsters around here have that. It's more of like scorpions, sand rats, desert birds.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, it was a long shot.
Cactus, oh gosh, man.
All right, we wanted to take up any more of your time. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Yes,
We'll see you
no
later
problem.
again.
Okay. I'll guys on the side this tree, so maybe you could show him the mark, like the actual mark. Maybe he might see something or know something about it.
Well, if he might be looking to join us on our way over in the desert, we could show him then. But for now, I'm just trying to be discreet.
All right, sounds good.
If anything, what I'd be looking for is maybe something to bandage up my hand.
Bandage, maybe a magic user. I don't know, or a healer.
Well, more just to reduce the swelling or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, get some ice on that dude.
Like, ice might be a little hard to find in a desert.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't
dear
tell.
guard, excuse
Might
me,
be so.
excuse me. Hello, dear guard. Do you know where any local doctor is?
Doctor?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really got doctors around here. Most doctors are in Megacia. The only other doctor is for the queen.
Do you have anyone in town who knows any medicine or an apothecary?
Oh, like I said, most people around here just sell goods from their own creation or fabric, stones. This is what is it called? Like a mining town.
And if we need to seek aid, we should travel more to Megacia.
Yes.
Right. Thank you so much.
Well, guess that answers that.
If you want to fix your hand, we could try someone in Megacia.
Sure, though I guess for the immediate thing, I guess I'll see if I could. It might be worth. I don't know if any of you guys have something like something to wrap. Like I'm looking maybe some like a hand wrap. Like I'd go wash it out in the oasis and then just wrap it up, just so it doesn't get infected or anything like that. Unless it was a sealed wound and I just have a mark.
You just have a mark, but it's tender.
Oh, so okay, so I don't actually have any cuts on my hand. It's just more, it's swollen and I have that mark on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, look grody, bro.
Yeah, no, whether you guys want to wait on him and to finish his research and whatnot, I'll leave that up to you. But yeah, we should probably head over in that direction anyway, because we still have to see if we could find those ruins.
Yeah, sounds good.
I wonder if there's anyone in town who travels through that area very much. Maybe
Probably
we can
merchants.
get, like what do they call it? Like a Sherpa.
Sure.
Someone who knows the desert, or even a map.
Well, if they were to have a map, I would guess if they were to have a library, there'd be a map there, but doesn't seem like they have one.
All right, so what do you guys want to do then?
One second.
Hmm?
Well, unless there's anything else we're trying to look for, I guess we're just waiting on Byron, unless Valia, do you want to go exploring more? Try to look for what you're looking for.
There's a lot of the city that we haven't even been yet. I'm wondering what we'll find there.
All right. Well, let's look around then, I guess. That's the vibe. Oh, actually, I'll go back to Byron. Hey Byron.
Oh yeah, yes.
Do you happen to know if there's any like place of knowledge or like a town hall?
Just in the Queen's Library. I don't know if she'll let you use it though.
All right. Well, thanks a lot. Let's go back. All right, guys. Well, we're looking for a library or anything, Queens, and I don't know about that one.
I doubt we'll be let into the palace. Especially with the way that the people are reacting to the queen.
You can always try.
Yeah, could always try. Well,
I guess so.
Let's talk about it more when we get back into the tavern. For now, is there anything interesting that
Are there any like signs on any of these buildings? Is there anything kind of in this area?
Holy, I had a massive brain fart.
You're in more of a civilian area, housing district.
casually running the rooftops.
Get down from there.
You're not my dad.
Oh, there he goes. Is this just like a very big gate to us? Like it appears on the map? Or like... Is there any like guard stations or anything? No.
Dating something.
What's in all these tents?
I'd assume it's for the people who can't afford housing, really. Gotta make do, so they're probably sleeping in tents.
As you guys are coming up, you realize that this is a nicer part of the area, and you are slowly approaching the castle.
Nope. Well, if I had to guess, that's where the queen is.
I can't tell if this is a house or a business. Ooh, it looks so nice.
Ooh, a ladder.
Hey! Get down from there.
Hop, skip, jump.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh, crap.
Yes! I was waiting! Yes!
Attributes. Ability check.
Yep.
No.
Bro, it was a 19, I swear.
As you go to make this jump,
Oh,
you trip on, your foot catches the ledge, and you fall straight to the ground. Taking
I land on my feet, I'm a cat.
oh, are you in your cat form?
Round 2.
Oh, fucking... What the...
you take 5 falling damage. Get up from your feet, run back over, try to reattempt it, make the jump successfully. Now knowing that where you need to step. As you're approaching this castle, the guard will say, "Hey, you there? What are you guys doing?"
Hello there. We're
Gesture to
kinda,
y'all.
we're just new to the area and exploring. What does this place seem to be?
This entire ground's the royal castle. What are you doing up here?
Can you... Is he like pointing at Ramby? Can you see?
He's pointing at all of you.
Pointing
He
at...
notices Ramby up on the castle, get down from there now. As he like
Be able to see
arms his
me.
spear.
Shouldn't be able to see me. I'm behind stuff.
You notice you jump down.
He did just fall down. Sorry about that. Our friend is just a wild spirit roaming about.
I'm sorry for my cat. They're a little rabid.
Yeah.
As I bare fangs. Just kidding.
So what are you trying to do up here? Obviously, you're coming to the castle for a reason.
I didn't even know this was the castle. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
we're just new around here.
Mm-hmm.
So, trying to get the lay of the land and see what's up. You know, all I know is the lace is right here, and yeah. Just noticed, hey, this place is kind of looks a little bit more open than the rest of the town. So.
You're trying to see the queen. You're gonna beat it. Or are you coming over? Or are you just observing?
No. I was intentionally staying back.
Wasn't sure.
Sorry to intrude on your time, and I'll just walk away.
That's what I thought.
Ah, hello.
Yes, Bird, how can I help you?
I'm a scholar, and I want to know if I can get access to the library.
You're able to enter the castle, but you have to pay and show your allegiance to the Sultan, as he kind of like rubs his hand together and like for money.
How much?
It's 5 gold for your party. One gold per person.
All right, I'm willing to cover 2, but all of you have to cover at least 1 gold. I can't pay for all of you.
Damn it.
Oh, I won't be going in.
Was there a reason why? Or you just don't get good vibes?
No, just I have my own personal reasons.
Okay. Well, you did say we should at least stay in Paris, so... Did you want to go inside with Valley and Ramby?
Yeah, I'll tag along.
This is my cat. And she cannot
Wait,
be left
can
alone.
I shapeshift into a cat real quick?
I thought you were a cat the whole time.
You were in
Because you're a cat running in the buildings.
I'm a druid, I'm just nimble. Relax.
Like what kind of cat though? Like a house cat?
Yeah, like a house cat, basically.
Okay.
I ain't gonna go into no friggin' tiger, nothing like that. I just gotta remember how to shapeshift. My profile. Not animal handling. Spellbook, maybe? Features.
Do it for you.
There's gotta be something that I can learn, though, to where I can, like, use telepathy or something to where I can communicate while I'm shapeshifted. Because this is such a drawback to druids. Normally, druids are able to talk.
Oh, you can't. Oh. Can't communicate normally.
Not normally.
Hmm.
You just gotta
So,
get like
basically,
those
before I
buttons that they
shapeshift,
have on
I
TikTok.
say that I will paw at you once for yes, twice for no.
Oh, it sounds good.
I've seen those videos.
Just like all the buttons, it's like
Yeah.
door, food.
Food.
So my screen is completely dark. I don't see any tokens yet. If that was intentional.
It might not be he doesn't have ownership or sight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do I rotate again? There we go.
Control or shift and then scroll.
Oh
just-
my
RP
god,
on
he's
my
a
shoulder.
he's a small house cat. Oh, that's adorable.
Trying to make it bigger, but it won't update.
Freaking cute. Little mini. Okay, now it's not so cute.
There we go. Just so we can,
Now it kind of looks weird.
just so we can actually see it. 'Cause it makes it really small. So you're paying 1 gold for you and your cat to enter. Right. And then what are you and Apta gonna do, Kurt?
Oh, I don't know. I think I might just head back to the tavern for a bit,
Alright. I'll head
and I
back
look
up.
over to Apta, and I had said, "You were really considering going in there?"
No. Why do you think I walked away?
Okay. Sorry, you had. I wasn't sure if you were just splitting off for the sake of splitting off, or.
Well, if Rami didn't go with Valia, I'd kind of have no choice to. But ideally, as the two people who have allegiance to a Rev, probably not the smartest, you know.
I was gonna say it. Yeah. I would have been surprised if you did.
Especially
That's
since
for
I'm
sure.
Yeah, I'm like I guess technically I'm some sort of like official representative, but not really.
My whole screen is gray.
A second, I had to put your character token on. You two will be there, but
Yeah,
see.
we won't move.
Yeah.
just so you can observe.
Go.
There's some shadows in
This
the
character.
middle of the
What the
room.
Fucking hell.
Oh, everything disappeared. Since we're out of character, my plan was to when we go back to the tavern, I was probably gonna think about doing a little bit of a stealth mission at night, but you know, it's as easy as that, I guess.
Are our tokens on the map? Because I can't see anything.
No, mine's not on the map. I just see the room, but that's it.
Yeah, they're not on the map.
The fog.
They're invisible. You guys are right here.
Oh, we can't see anything.
Yeah. I mean, I can just look at the stream too.
Yeah, that's fine as well. If anything, we really shouldn't even be seeing any of this, but it's
Yeah.
fine.
Technically.
Okay, yeah, if you want to just look at the stream, then. Yeah, because you technically you wouldn't be knowing.
Yeah.
So Valia, as you and Cat B walk in, you'll notice that there are guards surrounding the castle, very much so. The queen, you can see direct ahead, sitting in her throne chair with her assistant off to the side. The king nowhere to be seen. Tables are messy, as if just eaten at. Wine bottles open everywhere. Clearly hasn't been cleaned up yet.
Oh, looks like they were having a party. This is kind of awkward being right in front of the queen. Excuse me, guard. Do you know where the library is?
Kind of just like gesture to the queen. And then tap his spear to the ground.
Okay. Aye, greetings, my queen. And I like kneel down to the ground. I'm a traveling
bird?
scholar. I want to ask for your permission to gain access to the library.
A bird that can talk? I've never heard of such thing. And she'll look at her assistant. And the assistant will shrug.
Yes, we are quite rare. I've gotten that many times. I wanted to know if with your permission, if I can gain access to the library.
A bird wants access to my library? Huh. Hilarious. What do you have business reading my books for?
I am a traveling scholar. I was wanting to get some more information on my research.
What kind of research?
Oh, all kinds of research. See, I travel the world and I visit many different cities. I learn about the people and the culture and the history. I want to get some more information about
You're
the...
like that Byron idiot outside. Adorable.
So funny, my queen.
Please. Be gone with you.
Ah, but I paid the 1 gold.
Yeah. Thank you for that. That'll go kindly to our taxes.
And so with that, I can gain access to the library.
If you really want access to the library, you'll have to do some favors for me.
Ah, and what would that be?
Well, first off, I need a new makeup kit.
I don't use makeup myself, but I've heard about it from my friends. What kind of kit? What palette? What colors are you going for?
I just need a new, she'll kind of like at her cheek, a new powder. I heard the royal cactuses drop excellent flowers that can be used for it.
I pull up my notes. I'm writing this down.
And while you're getting that, also bring me back some tea.
Ah, what flavor, my queen?
The fairy tea leaf.
The fairy tea leaf. And then where can I find this fairy tea leaf?
As if I know. I usually have my servants get it for me.
Ah, so I should ask the servants. Alright. Thank you, my queen.
She'll kind of roll her eyes at you.
And then once I bring you these items, I can gain access to the library.
We'll see.
Ah, promise is a promise, my queen. Thank you for your time.
As you go to leave, the assistant will come running up to you. Yes, sorry. The leaves, they can be found by hunting the desert rabbits. They usually, if you find them, they will be seen, excuse me, I'm not the best with words. If you follow them quietly, they'll lead you to the plants that they like to nibble on at night. And from there you can get the either from the rabbits after they've gotten the leaves off the plant, or you can attempt to get it yourself from the plant, but it's easier to get it from the rabbits.
Oh, thank you so much for this information.
And then while you're out, she'll hand you a letter. Can you deliver this for me?
Of course.
It's from my brother. His name is Jiru.
Jiru.
Jiyur.
And do you know where I can find him?
He's usually playing outside the tavern.
Oh, is he one of the children?
Yes, he's very small.
Okay.
He's kind of shy too.
I will deliver this letter for you.
Thank you, I very much appreciate that.
Oh, you are welcome. Come on, Rambi. We have to get going.
Alright, I'm back too. Sorry about that. My younger sister had called. She was upset on the phone.
Got it. I'll fill you in on the details.
Alright, yeah, I was trying to half listen to both conversations, but it was just, yeah, a little rough.
Ah, you're still here.
Yeah. Wait, are we still there? Or did we head back?
Did you? I don't know.
Did
We'll say it was about
I wanted to?
20 minutes, 30 minutes while she was in there.
Okay, that's not
Did you guys want to be back at the tavern?
Kurt? Kurt's dead.
Oh, just realized I was muted.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably just would have stayed out and just making sure they did come out at least. So what'd you guys find out? Were you able to get access?
Ah, so I paid the entrance fee to get into the library. But when I got in there, I was in the hall where the queen was, and she wouldn't let me in the library. But with my master persuasion skills, she had made a promise to me that if I complete a few favors for her, then I can gain access to the library.
Was it an actual promise?
Uh-huh.
Did you have it in writing?
No. A promise is a promise. No one can break a promise.
I'll look at Rami. Did she say the word "I promise you" entrance? Did she say the words "I promise"? Yeah, and then I'll look at Rambi.
I just kind of, like, cower behind.
Okay, so that's not a 100%.
So what were these promises?
The queen wants me to get a few things for her.
Sorry, and what would that be?
Let me open my notes. Aha. The queen wants a new makeup set and some tea.
That's doesn't seem
Pretty
that
simple.
bad.
Man.
I can't speak to how you're gonna get the makeup kit, but what about the tea?
I was told that I can find the tea leaves out in the desert.
Oh. Did they tell you where?
Yes. So the lovely assistant told me that I'm looking for the fairy tea leaves. They are dropped by the desert rabbits. The desert rabbits usually go out to eat the tea leaves so they can lead us to the plant. Or if we see them eating on any, we can.
Understood.
Similar with the makeup as well. She wants makeup from the flowers dropped by the royal cactus, which is also found out in the desert.
Okay. Doesn't sound
All
too
right.
bad.
How does the wind look right now? Justin, you're muted if you're talking.
The wind is starting to pick up a little bit.
Hmm.
It was looking like a
Oh.
tomorrow thing.
We may be able to try at least one of them. We can play it by ear, but I don't know. They were warning us keep our hoods down and whatnot, so something might be coming.
My cat takes and drags a little bit of Apto's cape, starts pulling towards the inn.
Why are you pulling me?
Something wrong, Ramby?
What do you want, Randy?
The wind's picking up.
Oh,
Hence dangerous in the desert. Wind's picking up. Better to converse inside the inn or somewhere safe.
alright, why don't we go back to our rooms and we'll talk more about
Unless
it.
there's a shop that we can go converse in, or
Oh,
somewhere we can
What
get
time is it?
inside.
I'll say
It is 3:13.
it's about
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
In the afternoon? Jesus, did we sleep in all day?
Really?
Okay, I guess let's head back to the tavern then.
Alright. Last one there is a rotten egg. Let me in. Let me in. This is the wrong building, isn't it? No, it's not.
Oh, I was gonna do something real quick on the other screen.
Rip. Not no more. I am practicing my parkour.
Parkour.
Hello, children. And I kind of like squat down.
Oh no.
A talking bird?
Yes, yes, quite rare. I'm looking for the one named Jiru, or Junior. How do you pronounce it? The shy one.
That's me.
Here, I have a letter from your sister.
What, my sister?
Yes. She asked me to deliver to you.
As he goes and he holds out his hand, kind of like
What's in the
trembling. Thank you.
You're welcome. I just walk away.
I'm curious, how does this NPC react to seeing another cat?
Which NPC?
This one here.
It's kind of like looking at the cat, like, I want to pet it.
Hell yeah, I was waiting for it.
All right, to the rooms. Or we're trying to grab and talk.
Kirka, have you been eating here all day?
We'll just say Kirko's been following you guys. Just the token around.
I was about to say my cat notices he's been looking a little plump.
The bartender will come over to you guys. Did you guys have a good day's travel? Explore the town at all? Didn't get much to chat with you last night.
Ah, yes, yes. Today was very successful.
What'd y'all do?
Ah, we talked to many different people. Saw a little more of the city. Oh, it was quite fun.
Did you see any of the lithium that was being sold lately?
Ah, what's that?
Town's natural resource that we famous for producing.
Did we see any?
You'll see. You would have saw some at Mohammed's shop.
Mohammed?
This your guy's cat?
Yes. Yeah, the cat's with us.
Mm-hmm. Make sure to keep it under control. Yes. She sees the
They
cat
usually
kind
talk
of
to a cat. They get a little-
sniffing around the building.
Rappy!
I'm so focused on
run.
Rampage.
I go running.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen, but we'll try.
Cat knows no bounds.
So did you guys want a grub or maybe a little bit later?
Ah, how much for a wine?
What kind of wine you looking at?
Oh, what kinds do you have?
All
Usually
kinds.
fancy for a red wine.
Red wine? Yeah, we got that.
Ooh. I'll take one of your sweeter brands of red wine.
All right, let me go get some.
I see you.
Ayo,
What happened?
Enjoys the fine wines. Okay.
Mama's got a drink. It's 4 p.m.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Happy hour
Jeez.
time.
She heads into the kitchen.
Work's over and it's time to
No, I
let
just took the
loose.
missus to a wine vineyard.
Oh,
Wine tasting
nice.
to Michigan. So
A lot of
She
vineyards out here. I need to go wine tasting.
yeah, she loves sweet wine.
What is this?
As you notice while Ramby goes taking off again.
Rappy! What are you doing?
One red. Where'd she go?
She's getting the cat.
Come here, you.
I'll hold that
Just
for
pick
her,
up
though.
Ramby.
As Ramby comes to the piano,
My cat noticed something at the piano.
he like starts pawing at it.
What are you trying to tell me? The piano.
perception check, perhaps.
And Valia starts playing Beethoven's Fifth.
She'll come over and be like, "Oh, miss, your wine is at the table."
Oh, thank you. Sorry, my cat got away from me.
Yes, are you interested in the piano? Do you want music to be played?
Do you know how to play, or is it?
Yes, I play myself, and then I can also dance if someone else plays. I'm a little bit of a belly dancer myself.
Oh, how exciting! I would love to hear a piece of music by you.
Yes, one.
My cat casually starts thinking to itself about shilling out copper silver pieces.
Yeah, let's by all means, I can play for you. First, 2 silver for the wine bottle.
Ah, yes.
So did we notice anything through our perception checks around the area that was marked earlier?
Sorry.
What's the convergence from gold to silver?
I think it's
10 to 1.
10 to 1.
Got it.
So it's like 10 coppers, 1 silver, 10 silver, 1 gold.
You'll hand her 1 gold, and she'll hand you the 8 silver back. Yes, no problem with the change. Yes, I'll get to playing right for you. 1 second. What's this one? She'll get on and start playing on the piano a bit, kind of like eyeing you guys as you head back to the table.
Alright, come here, Gambi. Hop on my shoulder. Do we see anything about the piano?
As you guys headed over to the piano and coming back, you ponder a bit. You notice that the piano's floor beneath it was not level with the rest of it, as if it was sitting on top of something, as the floorboards didn't look connected.
Did you guys find something interesting over there?
It seems that the floorboards are a bit uneven. It seems like there might be something underneath.
Well, that's not a good sign. Or maybe it could just be, the cellar. Who knows? But they are getting a little bit suspicious. They're asking a little bit way too many questions for my liking.
As you guys, all of a sudden, you'll start hearing the wind increasingly pick up. Try this one. How long that is for you guys.
Good thing we didn't go out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look outside the window. I'm gonna look at the window, see if it's what's going on.
As you look through the window, you just see sand blowing. Very decreased visibility.
Yeah, it looks like we got a sandstorm out there.
Do you see Byron? I wonder when he'll be back.
Oh, we did say we were going to meet with Byron, didn't we?
That just means we'll have to drink until he gets here. Cheers.
Or nowhere to be seen outside the tavern as night approaches.
Well, getting dark out. Either he has somewhere else to stay, or
Someone takes over for the piano and the fuck's the lady's name?
wait, did Byron say he did say he stays here, right? No? Yes?
Yeah, he said he would come back at the tavern at night.
Okay.
Siren will start a small belly dancing routine as someone takes over for her in the middle of the night.
I grab my wine. Oh, I want to go see this.
My cat hops on shoulder.
As the night draws clear, the owners will start coming around and issuing a no visibility low, but please head to your rooms. If not at home, please take cover for the night. Siren will
The show's over? Aw. I'm like 3 wines down at this point.
I'll like walk up. Yeah. You good, Valia?
Never been better.
And she's
Nothing but a good
smashed.
wine to warm my feathers.
And she's hammered.
My cat downs the rest of the wine glass.
How
Starts
are
just,
you?
like, purring and fidgeting up against the side of the chair.
How are you fitting that much wine in your tiny body?
There's always room for wine. She takes a big swig.
Okay. Oh, I'll at least just take it back to the room and I'll start dragging her.
No!
Come on,
I wanted
Randy.
to see the belly dancing.
Alright, Shisui, we're heading up. You gonna come?
Sure.
Come on, Kiriko. Oh god. I'm stuck. Oh, just kidding. Wait, I'm stuck.
How did you do that?
I don't
Let go.
know.
I'm a
Okay.
scholar. I think it's this way.
Good job, Valia.
I went to college.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Not
It's
not
on
on
the
the table.
table.
Not on the table.
Ah.
Come on.
The nice cold wood of the
Not
table.
on the table.
Feels
was-
so good.
Keep dragging. Not on the table.
Ah, you're gonna pull me off.
Just like pop her on the bed. Well, I was gonna ask thoughts about that separation in the floorboard, but first the people who figured that out kind of smashed.
You'll never
we share
take
everything?
my wine away.
Didn't we share all the information that we had about it, though? Because we
Yeah,
didn't
but-
really see too much minus the fact that there was separations in the floorboards. It was uneven,
Yeah.
and it looked like that there was something being hidden underneath. Because I don't think that there's much more that we would have really noticed upon just, like, looking at it.
Okay.
We can't tear it apart when there's a bunch of people there. Gotta wait for it to be cleared out.
Yep. Well, that's my plan.
I'm not an alias to this crime. I was drunk in my room. I didn't see the crime.
Well, how about you, Kurt? Are you down for some shenanigans?
Might not be the best idea to cause any shenanigans to the only place that we could stay at this moment. Last thing we want is to be kicked out of here while we got a sandstorm.
Is a cat the smallest thing that I'm able to transform into? 'Cause since I'm in cat mode, it won't show me what all my other skills are from the other token. I just wasn't sure if there was like a mouse or anything smaller that I might be able to go and inspect, because obviously they know now that I'm their cat. I think
You can go to I think the smaller thing would be a spider.
Oh, you can turn into a small spider?
Yeah.
Yo.
Alright, I'll do that. But actually, before I do that, can I swap to human form? We don't have to swap the tokens back and forth, but at least explain to everyone like what I was intending to do.
Okay. Yeah, it's better.
so-
I can do that.
With that creak in the floorboard, I kind of wanted to go inspect. Just like I can shapeshift into something smaller and try and inspect the floorboards a little bit more. Possibly, if there's a big enough crack, go through and see, if I can see anything within the first like few feet or so underneath there, if it's suspicious or not.
Did you need someone to go with you, or did you want to go alone?
I think right now it'd probably be best if they're already suspicious of us, if I just kind of coast along the walls and make my way back there, and this way it
Okay.
doesn't raise suspicion unless someone wants to go down there and see about maybe getting some food to distract them.
I mean, I could, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a good plan. I don't know if it's good for me. The one who rolls the worst.
Oh,
Do
don't
that.
worry about the rolls.
I mean, all you have to do is basically just ask for food and distract them while I kind of casually.
Well,
sneak
actually,
past.
I'll go down. I'll go down.
You should form into a scorpion. A scorpion can
I don't-
fit through an 1/8 inch of a crack.
Pretty sure they'd want
Not
to
amazing.
rather coast along the wall or the ceiling.
Technically, wait. Hold on.
But you guys
Technically,
are-
I can teleport if there's like a room under and I can see a crack. I can technically send my shadow in there and teleport.
Are you able to attach your shadow to me, or would the shadow be seen?
No, so it's I can manifest my shadow 15 feet anywhere I can see.
As you guys are discussing, everyone make a perception check while you make it
Oh.
at disadvantage.
Oh hell no!
Oh hell yeah!
Perception. I will use one.
Did I get a nat 20 again?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll use it anyway because I already said I was going to use it.
Well, Kurt rolled a nat 20, and Rami rolled 18.
Okay, I'm not going to roll it then.
Kurt will, as there's a break in the conversation, while you're discussing plans, all of a sudden you guys can hear the front door open, several small steps coming through, and what sounds like the piano moving.
The
What?
piano?
A piano?
Coming through the front door below us?
No, the piano being moved.
Moving down
What?
below us.
Shh, guys.
I'll shapeshift into that
I
spider.
hear. No, it's hold on. I hear something below. It sounds like something's. The piano's being moved.
Well, now we gotta check it out, don't we?
I'm gonna shapeshift and go ahead and see first.
You should be a scorpion.
You should probably stay. You should probably stay here in bed.
All right,
Aye,
I'll go
aye,
under.
Captain.
I'll go under the guys asking for hangover food for Valia.
No. Just
I don't get hangovers.
we'll.
You have vision, Rami?
Nope. I can move my token though.
Just follow my lead.
All right.
Rami, as you're small and a spider, you can
I'm on the ceiling right now, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. So let me turn off some people.
Oh.
Sorry, just looking. What's my?
There's a small crack in the wall. I'm just hiding and watching.
And following Shisui's lead.
Okay. I guess we didn't really discuss how we were going to communicate with Ramby in this case, but
Definitely, we did not.
it's okay. It's okay. We'll just we'll
We'll be fine.
at this point. We should probably just try and sneak, or just try and be as quiet as possible, just going down the stairs and whatnot. We'll see what's going on. Our backup story is just we're parched and we were looking to get potentially looking to get some water. Just didn't want to disturb anyone.
All right.
As you're going around the stairs, make a stealth check. Right here. You can both make a stealth check.
Yeah.
Character sheet. Where's the shit? Her. Hiya.
Where's my fucking wait? 7. I'm going to. Do I want to use this?
You know what? I wanna use a luck point because I want to try hit higher for fun.
That could backfire. You know, you can't choose. You always get the.
As Apta is able to. Go ahead.
Just trying to think. No, I'm not gonna use it. So.
As Apta is able to sneakily look around the corner, Kurt, you hit a step that squeaks. And see, can this guy?
I'll gesture to Apta, just like my hand behind me is just like stop, in case something's coming.
I'm trying to like hide away from her at this point.
This guy will kind of looking around, not notice on the stairs yet.
I'll gesture to Apta to take the bottom route, and I'll take the top.
Okay.
Again, I'm gonna then just continue to more or less just be nonchalant and I'm gonna say nonchalant and just I'm not gonna be stealthy I'll be quiet because I'm trying to keep everyone else in mind in terms of like the people sleeping and whatnot. So I would just make my way over maybe towards the first thing at the bar.
After as you're coming around the corner, make another stealth check.
Okay.
As you're going out into the open. Or we'll say you're here instead, hiding.
Sure.
I need to keep my character sheet up.
Yeah, you can pop it out.
Okay. Oh my god. I'm gonna let it ride.
As you're able to come around the corner, you kind of hit the deck a little bit too hard, making a little bit of a thud, and this guy gets a little bit more suspicious as he kind of leaves his post at the door and kind of looking up around the table.
I would like to like go the opposite of him and just like I guess stick to these shaded parts of the room then.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I guess I'd peek around and in terms of what would I be seeing in the room right now? Is there any I don't know if you have the NPCs set in a certain way or anything like that. So what exactly do I see then?
From your position, you can see this guy, and you can see the piano has been, or no,
Oh my
you,
god, is
you
that
can't see it.
Ramby? Is that small thing Ramby? Oh my god, it is.
You can see this Ramby spider on the ceiling.
Oh, geez, that's like that's so small.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that?
That's the point. No.
Seeing
Okay.
how small Ramby is, I probably wouldn't try to step up too much, but just try to keep an eye view of him.
I'm on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Good luck
exactly.
stepping on me.
Just like, oh, I meant like step up, like not like go too far out. So I'm just chilling.
All right. In that case, I don't know. It's nothing good. I'm gonna get behind the counter here, crouch down, and try and make my way over to this area here. See if I can get a peek at what's going on.
So real quick. Where you at?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm aiming to head towards here in a stealthy fashion.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh god, no!
Curse this armor.
Oh god, crap.
My character just kind of shakes its head at what she's
I'm
about to-
trying to like, I'm about to go under the table, bro.
As you kind of rattle your way through, you'll see the shop owner come around from the corner. My friend, what are you doing? Why are you down here?
I'll just whisper. My apologies. I honestly couldn't sleep, and I was looking to get something to drink, like just something like water or something like that.
Friend,
I didn't
no
mean
drinks right now. No. You cannot be here.
something wrong.
No, meeting of townsfolk. You got to go back.
Okay.
Does he see me? Or did I notice him like see me? Just now?
You do not. He cannot see you. You're on the floor.
Okay.
One second.
This motherfucker. He was my biggest obstacle. God damn it.
So what's
As you,
Abtha doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, Abtha?
Oh, you're waiting on me? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought Ramby was gonna do something. Where is Ramby? Can I see where he is? Or is he just not visible to me now?
Are you able to see where my marker is, like my mouse?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm up in here. I'm in the corner or the crack in the wall, watching
Holy shit,
the
you're
piano.
The piano has been pushed aside, and there's a hatch that has been opened beneath where it used to sit.
This is really not ideal. I'll try. I don't really wanna. And I heard what they were talking about, right? Right here.
It was in hushed tones, so you wouldn't have been able to hear unless.
Okay. All right. I guess I keep on going because
My character, I crawl back over, or I make it over to Raz, and I get on his shoulder, and I just point towards the stairs.
like towards going up the room or
Yeah,
towards
like
the piano.
towards going up the room.
All right. So I'll go. I'll sneak back up. Since he's pointing to me to go back up.
And there's no one near the hole in the floor of the hatch for the piano, correct?
What you can see, there is nobody near the piano.
Okay, I'd slide over after making my way down the wall and ceiling into the hatch hole.
This map. Is only for what Ramby is saying.
Yep.
So they won't be able to see this, or
Yeah, 'cause you're in it now. They're still up top.
Yeah.
okay? I don't see
That's just
anything yet.
you.
You can see there's a ladder going down into a dark section. Not lit by anything.
It brought me back up. Did you bring me back up, or?
No, I just moved the scene back.
So I guess I wasn't able to go venture further to see more.
If you click on, do you see? Oh, you don't see it.
I'll move my marker back to the piano.
Yeah.
I was just gonna scope out more of what's down there.
Do you see the navigation under Ariant Tavern?
Toggle navigation, and then there's nothing underneath it. I just see like D-A-K in the markers.
That's just us.
Yeah, that's all I see. I don't see anything underneath where it says toggle navigation.
Let's see. Oh no.
Under, yeah, got it.
So you can just move to that scene. Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm heading back up
Back up where?
to the room, I guess. Well, yeah, I'll listen to Ramby.
It's like,
I could not, but yeah, Ross will listen.
My character notices that there's no one down here, and I see what looks like a table and a piece of paper. Is this piece of paper of value? I'm right where my mouse is at.
Oh, do you want me to move my character, Justin? Or...
From what you can read on it, or can you read in spider form?
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'd imagine I would keep all my senses. I just can't speak, obviously.
From what you can read on it, you read where is it? Where is it? I lost my You can read on it. Sam Bandits agenda. and then like different scribblings not fully made out yet due to the way it was written.
Am I able to do anything, let's see, with my character to be able to read it more or understand the bandits' writing?
It's just like, from what you can tell, it's scribbles like in like code.
So I tell you, there's nothing I can roll for that, like no sort of like history, anything.
Unless you know the code, no. But you can read that there are several different agendas listed from what you can see.
Is this like a cool anime where I get an item box too, or
That is your reward, knowing that there's an agenda.
Alright. So let me get back through here. I noticed that there looks like some sort of machine, or what exactly is this right
Just like a carpet insignia. I thought it looked cool.
Oh, okay. It looked like some sort of altar.
So I can't see your character.
Smell
That's
like
alright.
fire.
Neither can I.
And neither can the stream.
Yep.
Alright, I'll make my way back up the stairs to the tavern. Climb to my wall.
Oh god, flashbang. Oh, why am I back down here?
Where you at?
I think you removed the Ariant tavern for me, and you kept the under tavern, so I can't go to the other map.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's start to head up. Oh god. What the?
Where are you trying to go up to?
Back to the room.
I see a Valia just sprawled out on the table. It seems to be. God, where are your clothes? Oh god.
I'm gonna, before I go back to the room, I'm gonna just wait in the hallway. Wait for Shisui.
I'm gonna
So-
transform and pick Valia back up, bring her to the bed. Put the blanket over.
Yeah, just what happened to me? Because I'm just
Yeah.
waiting.
I thought Shisui was gonna be going up before me, but I guess not. Shit.
Oh, I don't know what's happening.
Well, I was waiting for Apta. When Ramby started doing something. It's like I said, you can't be down here, and all of a sudden, you'll hear from behind you. Cyrus! Who is this? Oh no. Excuse me. This is, his tavern guest. He was thirsty, sir. Mm-hmm. You see that party that's been wandering around? I think I saw one of them enter the Queen's castle. Well, you gonna speak for yourself, boy?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to him. I didn't enter the Queen's castle myself.
No, but your party did.
I know some. Yeah, some of our members did.
And what were they looking for in the castle?
Honestly, they were just looking to get access to the library.
Mm-hmm. The Queen's Royal Library. Interesting. That could be of use for us. What were you doing in town specifically? Come closer.
We were. All right. Basically, we were looking to investigate. What we found was some. 1 second. Keep closing that journal entry every single time. What we found was like pure sand starling or something like that, or what we came to found. It was mysterious sand to us, but that's what we had found while talking to some of the members of this town. That was basically why we've been here.
Really a darker tone.
That's definitely dark.
So, care to explain then why you were bothering some of my people last night?
I'm sorry, what?
You and your
Bothering some of your people.
you and your friend, the one with the cape that just slipped up the stairs.
Yeah, he saw me.
Why were you
I'm
bothering?
sorry, as far as I know, I haven't seen anything. I was up in my room all of last night.
Not last night. The evening, you know what I mean. You were harassing some of my people for your stuff.
Oh, you mean the kids?
They're not kids. They may be small, but they know what they're doing. I don't treat them like children.
If he doesn't,
Well, long story short, the vial that I have in my hand, they had taken it from us. That's all.
Yeah, because they probably saw it as worth. Red Sand's kind of elusive around here. Not very much of it left, really.
Yeah, they swiped it from us and we were just looking to get it back. That's all it was.
Yet, you grabbed one of them. Couldn't use your words.
Well, words only work only go so far when they're lying straight to your face.
Mm-hmm. Why didn't you call them out for lying?
Oh, we did. That's why we had another one check their stuff.
I guess I'll have to have a talk with them. Though you are an outsider. So I guess it makes sense.
And considering from what we've learned yesterday about the Oasis and whatnot, I can understand some, not necessarily other people's distrust for some outsiders. So I can understand what the situation was. And believe me, I'd be the last person to use any violence against what I perceived as younger children.
So what are your plans then? What are you and your party hoping to achieve? Besides looking for this sand.
Well, that for the most part was our primary objective, at least to find the source anyway. But in terms of plans moving forward, we had some errands we needed to run throughout close to the town, but outside of that, we'd probably be heading out towards Megatia soon.
Kind of errands.
One of our the feathered one, if you'd seen, basically she was looking for some special tea leaves. and and from what she was telling us, they'd be found more out in the desert by some of the rabbits.
Yeah, the rabbit's just outside of town.
Mhm.
Why do they want tea, though?
Since this guy's like trying to badger him for questions or whatnot, and we don't necessarily know who his background is, and the fact that he's sneaking around in the bar at night, should we be trying to answer each and every single one of his questions, or is Shisui looking to attempt to disengage from the conversation at all?
I'm that's just more of what am I doing? I'm not necessarily trying to cause any trouble here. It's just more
No,
they're already suspicious of us.
I was
so
asking because like right now I'm above on the ceiling, whatnot. If I should maybe just toss down some spider silk on this in front of this dude's face to like disengage from the convo or something.
well, that's your call, but
Also, I wanted to say that Ross would come down after a couple minutes if he didn't come back up, but didn't want to interrupt.
Yep.
but let me see.
Go ahead and come back down then.
Yeah.
Hi, boy.
Sorry.
He'll see
Is he Oh, okay.
He'll see Roz coming back down the street. Hi, boy. Come over here. Have a seat. And he'll gesture to an open bar stool.
I'll yell, "Did you get the hangover food?" And then I'll see the situation. Oh, so this is what's happening, huh?
Have a seat. Not too close, lad.
No, I'll go wherever I want.
And I
And
just give
I'll-
you a stern look and just like cool your like in the sense of like cool your jets, hotshot.
And I'll look at you, dead serious, put my mask on, and just what is it? What is the wording? I'll just shake my head no.
As long as you don't touch that boomerang, I'm chill.
Anyway, she had heard. All I know is she only told us briefly in terms of she was just looking for the tea. In terms of whether she was interested in it or someone else was interested in it, I couldn't tell you. She didn't give us that information.
So you're not working with the queen,
No.
but you just want access to her library.
Well, they want specifically access because she's a scholar, so she's basically hungry for knowledge. As for me, I could care less.
Now the next couple of sentences, I just want to say, we'll decide whether Ross engages or not.
From what you can tell, he's not armed.
Start just letting down some spider silk.
He's
from
not
his face.
armed. He's not armed, but the amount of weight he carries socially, just from looking at how the tavern keeper is acting, is more dangerous than what he visually presents on himself.
And
That's-
I guess in this sense, so I've answered your questions. Would you mind answering one of mine?
By all means.
I take it you're a member of the Sand Bandits?
Remember? Look at you. Remember? Look back look at you like a glare. I lead them.
Well, interesting. I could almost tell from the way your demeanor. And I've heard that you've helped out the town quite a bit. Almost protect it in the shadows.
Yeah.
Or at least that's my impression.
Of course, we steal from the queen. Try and get people back up on their feet. She's been causing too much problems ever since she showed up. Haven't seen the king much.
That's odd.
Don't even know if he knows what she's been doing.
Now I'm intrigued as to what she's doing.
Oh, you know, just the taxes, ruining the citizens' lives.
Well, that's on the surface.
Of course, I don't know the full story, but what's in the castle. Only just how to get in and out.
I see.
Is your bird friend able to join us?
Honestly, considering how much she's had to drink tonight, probably not.
I see. And what about your other friend? Where were they at?
Well, one of them, let's see. One of them might be able to, but the other one was also in the same situation.
Both birds were drinking?
Well, there wasn't two birds. It was just the one other female that was with us. Yes, was also drinking.
And what of the one with the ears? Where are they at?
Sorry, let me rephrase. The one with the ears, as you described. I forgot. I don't really. It's weird because the two birds, as you described, are so different from each other. I honestly forgot about the other one. Yes. So the one with the spear, yes, he can calm down. The one with the ears was drinking.
And I see about how far down is your spiderweb, Rimby.
Nothing was said about it, so I didn't know if I had to roll like a check or anything.
No, it just said you couldn't do it.
Wait, what?
I was just allowing you to do it.
Oh, okay. I don't know, I was just gonna toss my spiderweb down into the feather on his hat and kind of like start pulling it up.
Have a feather on his hat? Doesn't have a feather on his hat. Or do you mean this guy?
I thought that's the guy that we were talking about.
No, this one is.
Then I start letting down spider silk and just pulling up the cloth.
Starts feeling it. He goes and grabs the spider silk, slight tug, catching your spider in your hand and grasping it.
I would have just let the silk go.
Right.
Go nowhere.
So then, this nuisance bothering my hat.
A nuisance?
I'm sure you can tell.
What this? I look up, trying to see. Like, did I see the silk or?
No, but you saw his hat move up without him touching it.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Sorry, no, I didn't quite see what happened.
Did you see a second face on the other side of his turban?
I was saying, Alright, well, if you and, your friend, and your shapeshifter want to follow me.
Shapeshifter.
How would they know I shapeshift?
All right, I guess
I'll
At
I'll
this
say,
point.
where exactly are we following you?
Can't access the torch again. Everything's broken on this one.
All right, no answers.
So he lights a torch before going down. Let's do this.
Oh.
The torch usually 60 feet.
Not sure.
I don't know.
20-foot radius. Dim for 20-foot lit, 20 additional feet dim.
40 feet. Go ahead and put your character on the map.
Oh, okay. Did I put myself in a wall?
Possibly. That happened to me.
Did. Try and downgrade the version back to what I had for next session.
Is it just broken?
Like all the little things I'm used to using aren't there. I'm just gonna do this instead.
Ross does not like this. Not at all.
You're on the map too, Ramby, right?
Yeah.
Where you at? I can't. Your character's so small.
Exactly, I'm hidden.
I'll stand at the doorway.
Yeah. Trying to move.
Right.
So the sand bandits is he'll like gesture. We use the tavern underneath as our own hideout, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
This is usually where we find our weapons, store our money, store possessions that we take back from the queen. Anything to help our cause.
So why show us this?
Because you're going to help our cause. I don't think you believe that the queen is right. I sense something trustworthy and noble about you. As well as your friend here, since he is a knight of Cygnus.
I'm surprised you could tell.
I mean, I saw his uniform when you guys entered the town.
Yeah, we weren't quite.
Well, even still.
We weren't quite in disguise.
Well, no, it's just more
Oh.
in terms of the like. I'm surprised about the reach anyway. In terms of your knowledge
Oh.
of the Cygnus Knights, because considering it's like continents away.
Are you saying that in character? Or...
Okay, so anyway, I'll say it. I'll say the following in character. Interesting. I didn't realize you're quite knowledgeable when it is considering the knights are mostly usually, at least as far as I can tell, no one's really, or to my knowledge, no one's really come here in terms of like the knights, and I would assume it's more foreign to you.
Knights have come passing through more towards Megatia, as Ariant is the stopping point between the towns.
Interesting.
That was a few years ago, but I recognize their uniforms.
Will interrupt. So why were they passing through Megatia then? Do you know?
They had, from what I could tell, and spoke with them about, just business in Megatia. They would not tell me any further.
So you spoke with them.
This was several years ago, though. I'm sure that times have changed within your branch of services.
Do you know what's happening in Megatia?
Megatia is the quite lavish town, I would say. Very much more modern in design compared to Ariant.
Okay.
A lot of not so royal, but I would also say royal. Mainly two associations that are in the town.
Yeah, you don't know shit. I'm done speaking.
So, about your cause, what would you have us do then?
Well, we're trying to figure out where the queen came from, because I don't believe she's even the queen at all.
Aside from what we've been hearing around the town, is there any other info you could tell us about the queen in terms of what you know?
I don't know if your bird friend noticed, but she wears a cape to hide her wings, from what I've seen.
The queen's?
Yep.
That's odd. And she just outright appeared one day, and there was no mention of like how the
No royal engagement, no coronation, nothing.
No, that's indeed suspicious. I could no, that's still, besides her having wings, what would bring suspicion upon that?
I don't believe she's human.
What do you think she is?
Would not be able to tell. I would not have a fair judgment.
That's fair.
I've only ever seen humps in the cape that looked as if there's something protruding from her back. I would assume wings, but like I said, I am unsure.
Okay. So even still, what would you have us do about that?
Well, your friend wants in the library, and we want more proof in the castle.
You want us to help you get in?
No, as you're already in, you'll already be in. Why would we need additional people in?
I see. Now I understand. So what kind of... Well, I guess you just want general information on the Queen.
One info on the
For us to
queen,
relay.
and I want to know what the king's condition is. We haven't seen the king in over a year.
Okay. Oh, I know one of the things she told us was that the Queen wanted a new makeup set of some kind, and that was a favor that they asked our bird friend to go and find as part of a condition to go into the library. And then she directed her to like the royal cactus or something like that.
I could have my associates show you the way. Here, follow me more. As you come in, this one will go, oh hell no, and pull out Apta's knife. Apta's dagger. What are they doing here?
I'll just straight up throw my boomerang at her.
Go ahead.
How do I do things now?
Right click, or you have to target them and then use your boomerang.
Target, and then do I use it? Oh, okay. Let me keep that open. Target. How do I?
Target them. It should have crosshairs on it. We'll say she parries it with her dagger, but it still bonks her in the head, doing half damage.
I look over to Apt and I was like, Apt, what are you doing?
Cut the bullshit. What's the ultimate goal here? There's no way you hire the kids that have no fucking experience.
Well, I don't know if you were listening, but from what he was saying, they're not exactly kids and they're not exactly inexperienced.
No, to me they're babies.
My apologies for... He's a bit what's the word? Trigger happy.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you were saying?
Oops, it's something. I had something on the screen. My fucking maple was captured. I don't know why. I would prefer as if there was no violence in my, what's it called, meeting room. Now please come have a seat.
Like take a seat right here.
If you wish to sit there, fine, but please pay attention. The goal will be simple. Since you already have a way into the castle, we will assist with that. My colleagues obviously are forbidden from entering the castle. But I hope to at least have their assistance with whatever you need. Now, you said you're looking for tea leaves from the rabbits and makeup cases from...
The royal.
Explain it to me again.
Yeah, we were looking for the makeup kit from the royal cactus, and then tea leaves from the desert rabbits.
I believe Siren can lead you to the way of the royal cactus, but rabbits, obviously, they'll be outside of town. That'll be easy for you guys to accomplish. Did they say how much she was looking for?
We would have to confirm with her. I think we were under the impression it was just a makeup kit.
Siren, you're a woman. You should know more about this makeup stuff. We'll have you determine what essentially would feel good for a makeup kit while you're assisting them. And then let's see, let me read this. Alright, it's settled. We'll help you at dawn to find the makeup kit materials and the tea leaves. You help us figure out what's going on with the king and how we can get rid of the queen. Fair?
We'll see what we can find out.
Look at you up to fair?
Fair.
Now, to an additional matter. I'll look at this one. What else did you take from them? Raise the dagger. And this one will pull out a sword or a shovel from his back pocket.
A sword. You're like, whoa, where'd you get the sword?
Return them. And apologize. This one will come up to you, Kurt. Turn the shovel. Sorry.
Okay.
And return his boomerang also. She'll kind of roll her eyes.
That thing is like
Picks up.
flying somewhere, isn't it?
No, it's only when you miss.
Oh, is it?
Picks up the boomerang, sets it on the table with your dagger. Sorry. And goes back to her seat. Says, and I'd say the last order of business. Welcome to the Sand Bandits, and he'll hold out his hand to you, Kurt.
Which hand has the marking? My left
Say
or
your-
right?
We'll say your right hand.
Did you bandage it though?
No,
Oh,
because it wasn't serious.
oh shit! I thought you did.
I'll go in and shake his hand, though it's gonna hurt.
As you shake his hand, you wince, and he goes, "What's wrong? My grip isn't that strong."
No, something happened to me recently with my hand. It's just hasn't felt right. It's a bit sensitive to the touch.
Let me see.
And then, okay, at this point, I'll just show the hand then.
Sees the marking on your hand. And looks like a curse. Who could have done this to you?
Well, I can think of one person. It was most likely, if I had to guess, because I didn't have this curse when I came into town. The only time that we felt something similar was the Mystic.
I saw
back when
her.
We were,
I didn't
Yeah, we
think
were-
anything of her.
we were basically drinking from the fountain. From the oasis, excuse me, and she wanted to see the vial, and when she shattered it, and I ended up cutting myself. Well, did I cut myself? Like, that's where I'm confused in
The
this.
glass like shattered into you. So what essentially happened was
Okay.
she hit the
Like
glass
a mini explosion.
to like a mini explosion to shatter into your hand, and as that pain was a distraction, she cursed you. As the distraction to hide the pain from the curse.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And I'll just bring that. Well, yeah, I'll just explain what happened in terms of that situation. Unless it was some outside force, it might have been her, and she is nowhere to be found. Do you recognize this creature?
I don't recognize the creature, and then he'll point to his subjects. So, any of you see where she went? They'll all shake their head. Interesting. Alright, we'll put someone on the lookout then. So that she doesn't affect anyone else in the town. Any idea what the curse is causing for you?
As far as all I know is just other than it being sensitive, I haven't felt anything personally. I can keep you posted on that, but I haven't felt any side effects yet.
Interesting. Alright. Well, I guess for now we can call this meeting adjourned. Siren, please escort them in the morning to the Royal Cactus and show them how to properly get the flowers. She'll nod.
Okay. All right.
I beckon you, get some rest.
Casually
Sure
slide
thing.
down on my silk and just hop into Apta's hood.
All right. I am not turning my back.
Hold on a second. Just close the door behind.
Oh, that's the wrong way.
After you need to retain some composure in these kind of situations. Don't exactly want to turn down potential allies immediately.
Allies are scum, and there's no emotion there.
There's only one way to find out, but you don't want to immediately turn things down. Even when you said it, everyone's had this suspicion about what's going on in the town. And from what we've heard before, the bandits don't necessarily strike me as someone or as people who are hurting the town. They're more
We'll see.
they're not, I wouldn't say they're Cygnus Knights by any means, but they're essentially this town's defenders from the shadows. You could somewhat relate.
We'll see.
Do I trust them completely? No, not 100%. And then we could discuss more when we get to our rooms.
Running all over the tables.
The hell? Let me try this again.
You have to go all the way down to like the floor, the
There we go.
off the stairs. Yeah.
After you.
All right. He'll take.
As you enter the room, you find a passed out Valia sprawled on the table. Another wine bottle or wine glass before in her hand.
I was gonna say I thought I carried her back to the bed earlier.
No, you wouldn't.
Well, she
you-
moved on her own.
No, I carried her, and then she just got back up. Apparently.
Apparently,
Ah,
spiders can't pick locks or open doors.
Oh, hold on. Go. There. Just leave her be. She's gonna feel it in the morning anyway.
Can I shapeshift back now?
Yeah, double click your character and there should be a restore transform.
Under features, spells, maybe.
Should be in the top right corner or top bar. It says restore transformation.
My character will, however, pick up Valia.
Take a strength check.
Underneath. Oh my gosh. You're getting dropped, so you know. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Apparently, I've been picking up pieces of
You've
iron.
been channeling bear form.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Well, I will pick her up and place her in the bed, cover her up with the blanket, and yeah.
I was gonna say, would Kiriko be in that bed? Where
Where
is
is
he?
Kiriko?
Just assuming he's in the bed also.
Okay. I was like, did they take him? I'm gonna kill them all.
I just didn't want to continuously move the token around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, I didn't know that he was in that bed. I would have placed her in the other bed.
It's fun.
No,
They shared the bed.
Oh.
I will give it to him. He is pretty perceptive.
Then I'll transform into cat form lay at the edge of the bed, so this way Apta can take the other bed.
I was gonna say, we should probably start keeping watch as we sleep.
You can't transform. You've already had. You've used.
Now that
Soon.
we're wrapped up in this, in whatever this is.
All right, well, fine. I nestle up in bed, and we lay as 3. It's a king size, anyways.
You're traveling on a budget.
Yep. Never lucky.
Sorry, Apple, you were saying?
I was saying we should probably have 2 people throughout the night keep watch. One person, and then the other person just...
The door's locked. You can lock the door. Why would you need to keep watch?
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
I was gonna say I vote we just kick
they're
Kiriko
thieves,
out of
man.
bed since he
I
slept all
can
day.
probably pick that lock, bro.
Could kick Kiriko out of the bed since he slept all day.
Sure. You know what, Kiriko can keep watch for us.
No. We should be fine. I doubt they would, like, if anything, they would be the potential people who rob us, and I doubt they'd want to, considering they just gave us our stuff back. I doubt they would want to come in and rob us again. That would be a bit counterintuitive.
Sure. Alright.
But I will give him this. He is very perceptive.
I'd hope
I'm surprised he noticed Ramby, of all people.
Yeah, especially since they don't know that I shapeshift. Because I've always been introduced as your cat.
Well,
It doesn't make any sense that they would know that I transform at all.
You transformed in public.
transformed. Yeah, you did do it in the open when we were
Yeah,
before you guys went into the library.
Yeah, you did it
They
in the
could've
open. And I don't know if you were in cat form when we first got here.
No,
Yeah.
No.
So... Yeah.
that could have gone a lot worse. Well,
Hey, man.
it's getting late. We should get some rest.
I was almost on site.
As it is
I was almost on site.
3:30 in the morning. As you get back.
Looks like we're sleeping in again, boys.
Hell yeah. 8 hours of sleep? Oh my god. What a dream.
Valley's gonna get 16.
Shit.
Let's go. I'm gonna get a bonus.
Bonus rested XP.
Well rested.
Rest.
Yeah,
2
well
times
rested.
XP.
If this is this WoW.
8 hours is a dream. I've gotten like 5 hours every day these past couple weeks.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. Valley gets 12 hours of sleep every night.
I'll say I got
Shit.
IRL 12 to 14 hours of sleep today. It was great.
Been dying.
Zapta goes to sleep in a better bed this time around.
Got to be better than that rug on the floor.
Kurt, as you're
Indeed.
falling asleep, Constitution check.
I've had a pretty good sleeps on the floor using like sleeping bag or a futon compared to some beds.
6.
Oh my god. Kurt's gonna die.
You start to have a nightmare of the mystic, but she sucks away the life force out of your party right in front of you.
In a dream, right?
You wake up, we'll say, 2 hours later, everyone's still asleep in front of you. Hardy looks unarmed, but you're worried more about the future now. You're trying your best to go back to sleep for a few more minutes.
Exhaustion? Question mark?
Then we'll call the session there.
Okay.
It's on site, guys. It's on site.
On site with a what?
Fuck them kids.
Once that mask gets put on, there's no empathy there. It's on site. I'll kill anyone.
What mask do you have?
Are you awake saying this?
Like a Nightwalker mask. Nightwalker mask.
Are you awake saying this, or is this out of character?
No, this is out of character, dude. What the hell?
Oh, I was about to say my character just casually picks up the small little breadcrumbs that she has in her pocket and tosses one over at you. Pipe down, I'm trying to sleep. You lucky. These cream puffs are lethal.
Abda's just shadowboxing in his bed.
Yeah. I'm fighting demons.
Oh my gosh. This is Baki shadowboxing.
Hey, Baki's lit. I love it.
It is true.
It's so ridiculous, but it's so good.
Yo, I heard you like muscles, so we put your muscles on your muscles.
Literally.
And then we double.
That's what I was referencing when I said the cream puffs is
Muscle.
Muscle mashal or
Mashals
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad someone caught that.
Soka.
Muscle magic.
Now, if you said sugar water.